Welcome to a brand new episode of Money Means Business. My name is Ahmed Nader, and tonight we're going to focus on the latest activities of Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madhouli, more specifically in the governorate of Al Minya, and attracting more investments into Upper Egypt. We will be having also reports about pumping investments into the new Suez Canal and the Suez Canal development access, as well as the new Alamein city, as we will be seeing more details in the reports that will be featured during the course of the episode for tonight. And we will be shedding more light on the latest activities of the Ministry of Petroleum and the Mineral Resources, attracting investments and cooperation agreements with the Chinese companies. And I'm honored for tonight to be having with me for the program is Professor Nevine Nakhla, the Professor of Strategic Management. Professor, thank you very much for being with us tonight.
Very honored, thank you.
Anytime. First of all, we'll be starting straight away with the main top story for today, as Prime Minister Mustafa Madhouli inspected on Saturday a number of development and service projects in the governorate of Al Minya. The Prime Minister also held a press conference following the inspection tour. The Prime Minister said that the inspection tour aims at monitoring the implementation progress, removing the obstacles, and accelerating the project delivery to better serve the residents, stressing that all the stops on the tour are aligned with the citizens' needs, especially the projects completed or underway as part of the Decent Life initiative. The Prime Minister said that the visit focuses on reviewing the projects related to healthcare, utilities development, and the road upgrades. In addition to inspecting the factories across the different sectors, the tour also included handing over the contracts to the beneficiaries of a new housing project and reviewing several initiatives under the Presidential Decent Life program to develop the rural villages. Madhouli was accompanied by Deputy Prime Minister for the Industrial Development and the Minister of Industry and Transport, Minister of Higher Education and Scientific Research, Mohammed Ayman Ashur, Minya Governor Ahmed Kidwani, as well as a host of senior state officials. At the beginning of the tour, Madhouli inspected the pilot operation of El Canal Sugar Company plant in Ilawi, a joint Egyptian-Emirati project preparing for the 2026 sugar beet season. The plant has an annual capacity of 900,000 tons, meeting about 20% of the local demand and supporting the exports worth up $80 million, and has received top national awards for the sustainability and the industrial innovation. Madhouli later visited the Technological Center in Tun Al Gabel village, part of the Presidential Life initiative, which brings multiple government services together in one location to ease the act for the citizens. Professor Nevine, how do you see the importance of the visit of Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madhouli to Upper Egypt, and more specifically to the governorate of Al Minya today?
Thank you very much. First of all, let me talk about the Decent Life Initiative. The Decent Life Initiative is the biggest humanitarian initiative in the world.
Yes.
And the visit of His Excellency, our great Prime Minister today, is a very significant message of the importance and implementation and the success of the Decent Life Initiative, especially in Upper Egypt. Years ago, before Decent Life Initiative, which was launched, and it was the vision of His Excellency, our beloved President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi. Before that, these villages were very underserved. They didn't have the basic needs, clean water, sanitation, hospitals, clinics, even the lining of the canals over there, it was not lined, and even the visual of the area, and the schools were crowded, very far away. They used to say if someone to reach the nearest hospital or clinic would have taken hours and hours. So the significance of this visit is showing the world the real implementation. It was a dream that came true on the ground. We saw also the roads up till El Minya Governorate, and the infrastructure, not only the infrastructure in fiber optics and in roads and in streets and in utilities and clean water, sanitation, also we saw the great houses, that the contracts of the buildings and the houses that the people are moved to. These people a few years ago, before the initiative, they had no roof, and this shows the decency in this initiative.
Yes.
Also, we saw the significance of the ministers in the same visit today. We're talking about industrialization. Industrialization in Upper Egypt, where all the resources are there. Most of Egypt's resources are in Upper Egypt, and the resources are not only on the ground, they are not only resources, physical resources, but also the resources of the people of Upper Egypt and the people of Minya. A lot of training, a lot of capacity building, a lot of jobs created in this area. So we are really very proud of today to mark a new green light, sustainable beginning for the new factory of sugar. And also don't forget that this initiative really tackled every one of the 17 SDGs. The goals of the Sustainable Development Goals, the 17 goals are met, and 100% on track in Upper Egypt and in Decent Life Initiative.
Doctor, you mentioned the importance of the Decent Life Initiative, according to the presidential directives of His Excellency President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, and the visit for today with Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli and the host of other ministers and the governor of El Minya Governorate as well. But one specific sector that I'd like to focus on is the healthcare, because we have seen progress in this field, especially with the implementation of the universal health insurance system. How do you see the link between the Decent Life Initiative and the universal health insurance system, especially that it was implemented in several governorates like in Upper Egypt and in Sinai, and the canal governorates like Port Said?
Port Said.
Yes.
First of all, let me say, how can we ask productivity from people if they are not healthy?
Yes.
We saw with the Decent Life Initiative a lot of other initiatives inside it, embedded in the ecosystem of development and of capacity building and of healthy human beings. His Excellency really concentrated on his people and on the assets of Egypt. We are a young population. We have to be healthy. So we saw the initiative of Virus C, we saw the initiative of 100 million health, we saw the initiative for women of breast early detection of cancer. We saw a lot of initiatives, we saw a lot of polyclinics, we saw a lot of hospitals ready and working, not only ready as buildings, but ready with the trained doctors. But also, if you go back a few years ago in history, the doctors of Upper Egypt were totally different than the doctors of the city.
Yes.
So bridging the gap between our villages and Upper Egypt and the city, in education, in training, in capacity building, and building a healthy youth and healthy population definitely is building productivity and efficiency, and reducing a lot of cost on medicine. When people are really cured, when the water is clean, when the sanitation is available and very efficient, no virus C, no other viruses or thing that affect the productivity of Egyptians.
Yes, Doctor, allow me to be going to the first report of Money Means Business for today, which is a report about the economic activity in Egypt in general, more specifically focusing on the attraction of the investments, the potential investments to the new Alamein city, and the passage of the largest container vessel of the Egyptian Suez Canal. We'll be having more details in the upcoming reports, so stay tuned.